Alright, we are starting week 2, and this is the outline that I have for this particular week. So let's take a look to see what is in class topics. So we have chapter 2, and that will be in the book here under my materials. So this will be explaining furthermore on print statements as supplemental reading. And then we have the various assignments. So for this particular week, we have attendance week 2A and 2B. So week 2A, I'll be posting the attendance password in the announcements, and then later in the week I'll be posting up 2B password for the attendance as well. So there's 2 of them. I do have linked slides right now. I'm making them optional. If I see that people are not comprehending or not doing the material or have issues, I'll make this mandatory, but as of right now they're optional. Basically these are just additional quizzes, and then I have basically 2 sections here for 10 points, learn and code, and basically introduction to data and variables, and then we have a quiz that's worth 20 points. I have another component here. I call this 5-minute code, because literally it will take you 5 minutes to code what I have outlined over here. And basically what that is code that I basically created, instructions, and I also have videos associated with the 5-minute code to step through the process and explain what the commands are doing. From the 5-minute code, I have the Junior Pro Code labs or projects, and basically you're going to be working on there's criteria that you need to complete. So this is going to be information that you would have learned in the previous topics from above there. So there's 2 of them. One is dealing with print statements, another one is dealing with print statements and variables, and this is part code B. Here 2B is player stats part 1, and what we'll be doing is we'll be modifying code as we move along and learn new different topics when it comes down to it, and make enhancements of the actual code. So let me get out of this particular section and go over the modules here. So we have our attendance here. So again, we get the slides along with the quiz. And over here I have some additional explainer videos talking about how certain components work, how the print statements work, the variables. So basically something that I would do during a actual live lecture on that part. So this is excellent information, so you guys are able to comprehend this and able to complete the labs here. Over here I have basically the 5-minute code. So there's basically 3 different labs over here, and then this is basically the Junior Pro Code labs. And the way that this is designed, and it's kind of a limitation in terms of how the Canvas system works, is this is a link to the actual coding projects, which will be out in Codio. And then basically once you have completed it, I have instructions in terms of how to complete this in one of my other videos. And then basically you would need to come over here for the rubric, and this is basically the grading part. Now this is worth 0 because I'm grading this to this. So this is where the actual grade is. This is the link to the rubric, or I'm sorry, this is the link to the Codio where you're going to be doing the lab. So same thing here. This is the link to Codio, and this is going to be, let me backtrack here. And then this is going to be the grade for the rubric. And then I have basically a video over here identifying the rubric and how it's broken down. I've updated the rubric, so some of the information that's in the rubric is been slightly modified, but it's still worth 50 points. I just have different criteria. So when you look at the rubric there, I think the first 2 components are a little bit different, and a couple other little tweaks with the rubric on that part. So that is it for kind of an introductory of what is in store for week 2.